Okay, so I'm about to do a personal twin flame reading for myself with my little mini harmonious deck, and next to it I keep this. This is in one of the very first videos I did on my channel, like the second or third video, I think. Um, I had a sore throat, and I had a bunch of salt water that I kept up on a shelf in the bathroom, and would use it to gargle. And when my sore throat went away, I left it in there and forgot about it. And the so anyway, the salt water dried up and formed crystals, cubic crystals, and then the calcium, I believe it's calcium, did its little crystallization. It does like more of a fanning out. See up all up on the side here? That's that stuff. Excuse me. And then the salt crystals, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see. I'm trying to see the camera so I can see. Oh, okay. So then it made these little squares, perfect little cubes that have like a perfect little square pinhole in the center, and like these lines that radiate outward, like looks like a little puzzle kind of thing. I'll have to draw it. I don't think you can see it. Let's see how close we can get here. So before I did my reading, I wanted to do a quick little salt pull. Like pull a card, pull a salt cup. So, and anyone can do this at home. This was just by accident, but it ended up being pretty magical. It's like making your own crystal ball. And no other energies. No one was in my house during the time where this was crystallizing, just my son and I. So it was totally untouched, undisturbed, and that's how the crystals form so perfectly too. So if you are going to do that, I suggest doing it when it's only the people who live in your home are there, and you don't have, or just only good energies, people who you love who are close to you, coming in and out of your house at the time when these crystals are forming. So, okay, I'm going to see if I can show you, okay, what I saw this time. So down here, maybe if I put my hand on the back, you can see it. Oh, yeah, okay. So down, it's going to be reversed. So here it's on the bottom right. It looks like a dragon, serpent, or whatever, like a vertebrae coming out of the bottom there, like coming out of the side bottom kind of. And then on the left, so there's all the white that looks kind of like the hair of God, okay? And then the face is kind of more with the... Let's see if I can angle it. There we go. So there's... So it's kind of hard to see, but... So on the left side, opposite of the serpent, it looks like a face that has a bunch of white hair, kind of like an old woman. Okay, it kind of looks like a woman, man. It's God. So what I got from that, and it's quick, as soon as I looked at it, I saw that face, and I had seen it before, but I'd never seen the little serpent thing. So instantly I got God breathed the breath of life also into the serpent. So let's talk. I'm going to cover up the camera now because there's no point in having that. Just talk a few minutes about what that means. So, to me, and I don't know, who knows what history is and all that and what the future holds, and if my take on my now is even accurate. We don't know. Okay, we just need to be and be okay. Excuse me, but Excuse me, I just got up and just had coffee, so my throat's a little, needs to be cleared. So what I got from that was, yes, God created the serpent as well, but never intended for the serpent to infect the human. We have an infection, and it's kind of like, I was kind of trying to picture the heavens and all the denizens of the heavens that were, and what they were doing and saying and how they were acting and everything when God was creating humans. When our God, the one who created me, I'm not sure. I don't know if that's the Most High God, but my Creator, the one who made me, that's the one who I love. And the Most High may be the same God. So either way, I have love for all. So all the cosmic benevolent creatures. So I was picturing, what I got was like, God was creating, like making this like a masterpiece, and everyone wants to like get a glimpse of the painting while the master is, the master painter is creating the masterpiece, or sculptor, or like I got the scenario when mom comes home from the store with all the grocery bags, and if she's lucky enough to, the kids can stay at home and she can go to the store by herself or whatever, but so she gets home with all the grocery bags, and the kids are jumping all around like fleas and going, saying, What'd you get, Mom? What's in the bag? Did you get me anything? And then like ultimately it's just like carrots and all this like really good, beautiful, healthy, organic, raw stuff in there, and they're just like disappointed. It's like, oh, there's just humans in there. There's just bad tasting, stupid humans in there. So, I feel that there are a lot of energies who have and it's all fear-based, low vibrational energies, but they have a jealousy of human beings, and or a desire or craving for them. They have all these really real fucked up relationships with human beings, and it's kind of just a reflection of their relationship with our God, source creator, the one who designed us. So it's like the conflict they have with God is the conflict they mirror with humans, hominids, human nests. So I could expand on that more, but just a little tidbit for people to chew on, and you can brainstorm about it, think about it, whatever, or not, or just think I'm totally out of my mind, whatever. It's all good. It's all beautiful. It's all God. So that's the whole point. The light and the dark is God. The seed of the serpent is also from God. Everything is from God. And if we judge things as good and bad, then we're judging our God as good and bad. And yeah, God is beautiful and loving, but also teaches you those harsh lessons. Those harsh lessons can seem wrathful, and excuse me, but the thing about God is that if we have the faith, trust, belief, that deep inner knowing that God is perfect, all-knowing, all-seeing, all-everything, then we need to know that everything is from God. That means everything. And we have to have faith and believe and trust in that. Trust, belief, that's faith. You believe something and then you trust it in your gut and you go forward in faith. And that's what I believe, is that if everything's from God, then everything's there to help you. We have the power in the decision making, the choices we make in our lives, from the way we think to everything. There's no, you made me feel like this, you did that. No, there's only I, the all-powerful Oz. Right? That's what we all are. But the true and great and wonderful one at the end with the heart, you know? Not the one with the mask behind the curtain. And that comes from the shame of when you see things as good and bad. So you're going to see things that you did as good and bad, and then you're going to exalt yourself, and then you're going to shame yourself. And that's ego. Better than lesson, better than lesson. That's how something Khan, I always want to say, I think it's Matt Khan. Sometimes I want to say Michael Khan, but it might be Matt Khan. But you can look him up on YouTube. He's pretty good. Twin flame stuff and good, positive, spiritual stuff. I pretty much agree with almost everything, especially the ego stuff. When it comes up, when anything comes up, you just love it. That's what he says. So, but what if I this, or what if I start feeling like that? Then whatever comes up, love it. Because that keeps you in your heart space. And there's no fear there. And when you're in your heart space and you have no fear, and you have no shame, and you don't guilt other people either, so the push or pull of that energy. So everything is one, and we need to trust that God created all, the heavens, the earth, everything. Now, I don't believe that he intended for infection to take place. You know, unless it's beneficial bacteria, you know, all these viruses, parasites, bacteria, things that, you know, or are part of nature but weren't intended to, you know, be mixed with our DNA. So, just like the Morgellon stuff, you know, the way it moves, the way it looks. I mean, it looks a couple different parts. One looked like the head of a snake, kind of. So it's like it could, you know, and it could be mixed with plant too, like algae, like filament. So they take the filament gene, the way algae grows as a filament, and then, you know, like insect genes, fungus genes, you know, all these different genes. And there you go, you got Morgellons. And then splice it with a little bit of nanotechnology, or how it, you know, I think the part about the nanotechnology is how it comes in the shape, the metal, the different layers of, you know, it's like titanium, these little hexagons. The next Morgellons video, I'll show those things, but the Morgellons, I believe itself is organic. But I mean, what's organic? What's inorganic? If it comes from the earth, it's organic, right? Metal, you know, all the elements. So I mean, and crystals, they grow too. They're alive. You know, so it's like we start breaking down all these barriers of what's plant kingdom, animal kingdom, blah blah blah. All these categories. Everything starts dissolving. The veils, the boundaries, the layers. There's a membrane. In an onion, there's a thin membrane, like a skin, between each layer. It's like a veil. So it's like that's dissolving, and the onion becomes one, and every layer dissolves into the other. And it's just one circle, one sphere. No separation. And that's when we'll be able to travel interdimensionally and be outside of our pain body. And yeah. Those are the things I love to think about. So, yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry I went off a little bit there at the end. And just wanted to encourage others to do their own little, like, salt readings. Or, you know, you can read crystals. You can read anything, you know. You can read your hairs in the bathtub after the water drains, you know. It's just a tool to get you into a certain state of mind and zone and energy, to where you're vibrating at a level to where these messages are coming in. You're just opening yourself up, you know. Opening up the window, letting the fresh air flow in. Opening up the camera lens, you know. So that you're an open vessel for things to flow in. And if you don't judge it, then you don't have any blocks. And that's how you get clarity. And then when you have clarity, you trust those visions, those dreams, those thoughts that come in, those downloads, whatever you want to call them. So, I love you all. Blessings to you all. And, of course, always peace be upon you all.